Friedrich Nietzsche was a German philosopher born in 1844, known for his bold ideas that challenged traditional views on morality and power. His writings have influenced many fields, including philosophy, psychology, and literature. Nietzsche's work is often characterized by a deep examination of the human experience and the motivations behind our actions. Nietzsche believed that morality was not a universal truth but rather shaped by culture and individual perspectives. He argued that powerful people create their own values instead of simply following the rules set by society. This unique take on morality led him to explore the concept of the will to power, which suggests that humans are driven by an innate desire to assert control and achieve greatness. Throughout his life, Nietzsche faced criticism and misunderstanding. Some viewed him as a nihilist who rejected all meaning in life, while others saw him as a visionary who pushed for personal responsibility and courage. Despite the controversies surrounding his ideas, his thoughts on power dynamics remain influential today. As we delve deeper into Nietzsche's philosophy, it becomes clear that he believed true strength lies in one's ability to define their own purpose. This belief sets the stage for understanding the one rule he claimed every powerful person follows. This rule is not just about gaining authority, it's about embracing individuality and asserting one's unique values against societal expectations. In exploring this perspective, we can uncover lessons that still resonate in our modern world. One of Nietzsche's key concepts is the will to power, which he describes as the fundamental driving force behind human actions. This idea goes beyond mere physical power or dominance. It encapsulates a deep-rooted desire to achieve, grow, and assert oneself in various aspects of life. Nietzsche believed that every person possesses this will, manifesting not just in quests for authority, but also in creative endeavors, relationships, and personal achievements. The will to power suggests that individuals are motivated by an urge to overcome challenges and establish their identity in a world often filled with obstacles. It encourages people to strive for excellence and push their boundaries rather than surrendering to complacency. For Nietzsche, this fierce ambition is essential for personal development and societal progress. Moreover, the will to power is not simply about competition or conflict with others, it is also an inner journey of self-discovery and realization. Nietzsche saw this will as a path to understanding one's strengths and weaknesses, ultimately leading to a fuller expression of individuality. By embracing this concept, one can harness their unique potential and create their own values instead of passively accepting those imposed by society. As we explore the powerful people who embody Nietzsche's philosophy, we'll see how they utilize their own will to power to shape their destinies and influence the world around them, adhering to the one rule that defines true power in their lives. At the heart of Nietzsche's philosophy is a strong belief in individualism, which he viewed as essential for true strength and authenticity. He argued that societal norms and expectations often constrain people, urging them to conform rather than think for themselves. Nietzsche believed that breaking away from these constraints allows individuals to discover their own values and paths in life. He saw individual thinking as a powerful tool against mediocrity. For Nietzsche, those who dare to think differently and resist societal pressures are the ones who can truly innovate and inspire others. He admired individuals who challenge the status quo and forge their own identities, viewing them as the true creators of meaning in an otherwise chaotic world. Nietzsche encouraged people to embrace their uniqueness and pursue their passions without fear of judgment. This idea was revolutionary at a time when many felt compelled to follow tradition. Nietzsche's focus on personal strength highlights the importance of self-reliance. It is not enough to simply exist within society's boundaries. Instead, he believed individuals should actively shape their lives based on their experiences and beliefs. As we explore how powerful figures have embodied Nietzsche's ideals of individualism, we will see how they have thrived by staying true to themselves. Their ability to resist conformity has not only defined their successes but also inspired many others to do the same, illustrating the profound impact of embracing one's individuality in achieving greatness. A key element of Nietzsche's philosophy is the concept of the Übermensch, often translated as Overman or Superman. This idea represents an individual who transcends the limitations of conventional morality and societal expectations. The Übermensch is not bound by the traditional values imposed by society but instead creates their own values, living authentically and with purpose. Nietzsche envisioned the Übermensch as a figure who embraces life in all its complexities, including its struggles and challenges. This individual harnesses their inner strength and creativity, pushing beyond mediocrity to become a true innovator. By doing so, they inspire others to seek their own paths and question the status quo. The Übermensch serves as a symbol of personal empowerment and self-overcoming. In a world where many may feel trapped by norms and conventions, this ideal encourages individuals to break free and strive for greatness. It's about living fully, using one's unique talents, and asserting one's identity rather than blending into the crowd. Furthermore, Nietzsche believed that the emergence of the Übermensch is essential for humanity's evolution. As more individuals pursue their unique aspirations, society itself can evolve into a more vibrant and dynamic place. Exploring the lives of powerful figures who embody the spirit of the Übermensch reveals how they have changed their worlds by creating their own values and living authentically, reinforcing the importance of this idea in Nietzsche's philosophy. A significant aspect of Nietzsche's philosophy is the distinction between master morality and slave morality. Master morality is characterized by values such as strength, nobility, and pride. It is rooted in the idea that those who are powerful and confident create their own standards of good and bad, embracing life with vigor. In this view, qualities like assertiveness and ambition are celebrated as virtues, encouraging individuals to rise above mediocrity. On the other hand, slave morality arises in response to master morality and often values humility, sympathy, and meekness. This perspective tends to emerge from those who feel oppressed or powerless, leading them to redefine values in a way that prioritizes compassion over strength. While it promotes kindness and community, Nietzsche argued that slave morality can also breed resentment and hinder personal growth. Instead of aspiring to greatness, it often encourages individuals to accept their limitations and seek comfort in conformity. Nietzsche believed that these two moralities represent opposing forces within society. Master morality drives innovation and excellence, while slave morality emphasizes safety and adherence to norms. Understanding this dynamic helps clarify the motivations behind different behaviors in people. Powerful individuals often embody master morality, using their strength to challenge conventions and inspire others. By recognizing and embracing the traits of master morality, one can begin to realize their potential and pursue a life defined by authenticity and purpose. At the core of Nietzsche's philosophy lies a powerful rule that he believed every influential person follows: the assertion of their own values and beliefs. Instead of conforming to societal expectations or accepting predefined morals, Nietzsche urged individuals to define what is meaningful to them on their own terms. This process of self-creation is essential for those who seek true power and authenticity in their lives. For Nietzsche, powerful figures understand that their perspectives shape how they interact with the world and influence others. By boldly declaring their values, they carve out their space in society, challenging traditional notions and fostering progress. This approach fosters not only personal empowerment but also inspires those around them to examine and question their own beliefs. The act of asserting one's beliefs can be daunting, especially in a world that often pressures conformity. However, Nietzsche championed this courageous stance as a necessary step for personal growth and societal transformation. When individuals embrace their unique viewpoints, they do not just live authentically, they become agents of change, capable of breaking the chains of mediocrity. As we explore examples of powerful individuals throughout history, we can see how this one rule manifests in their lives. From politicians to artists, those who dare to assert their values propel themselves and others toward greatness. Ultimately, embracing the rule of asserting one's beliefs can lead to a richer, more fulfilling existence where individuals thrive on authenticity and self-determination. To illustrate Nietzsche's rule of asserting one's own values, we can look at several historical and contemporary figures who embody this principle. One notable example is Mahatma Gandhi, who led India's independence movement through non-violent resistance. Gandhi firmly believed in the power of individual conviction and moral integrity, challenging British colonial rule by promoting truth and self-determination. By asserting his values, he inspired millions and forged a new path for his country. Another powerful figure is Martin Luther King Jr., who championed civil rights in the United States. King's philosophy was rooted in the belief that everyone deserves equality and justice. He boldly declared his vision through impactful speeches and peaceful protests, challenging systemic racism and inspiring others to stand up for their rights. His unwavering commitment to his values reshaped American society and left a lasting legacy. In the realm of art, we can consider Frida Kahlo, an iconic painter known for her unique style and exploration of identity. Kahlo's work often reflected her personal struggles and beliefs, bravely addressing issues such as gender, race, and health. By asserting her individuality through her art, she challenged societal norms and became a powerful voice for self-expression. These figures exemplify Nietzsche's idea that powerful individuals shape their own paths by boldly declaring their values. Their courage to assert their beliefs not only transformed their lives but also inspired countless others to pursue authenticity and challenge the status quo, demonstrating the profound impact of living by one's values. Living by Nietzsche's rule of asserting one's own values can lead to a mix of positive and negative consequences. On the positive side, individuals who boldly declare their beliefs often experience success and influence. They may inspire others to follow suit, creating movements that promote change and innovation. This success can manifest in various forms, from recognition in their fields to becoming leaders in social or political movements. By living authentically, these individuals forge deeper connections with like-minded people, building supportive communities around shared ideals. However, there are potential downsides to this path as well. Asserting one's values often means challenging widely accepted norms, which can lead to conflict with those who hold opposing views. This resistance may result in personal isolation or alienation from friends and family who do not understand or agree with their choices. The courage to stand alone can be a heavy burden, as powerful individuals might find themselves facing criticism or even hostility from society. Moreover, the pressure to constantly assert one's beliefs and maintain authenticity can lead to stress and anxiety. Those living by this rule must navigate the delicate balance between being true to themselves and managing relationships with others who may not share their viewpoints. Ultimately, while the journey of asserting one's values can bring about tremendous personal growth and societal impact, it is essential for individuals to be prepared for both the rewards and challenges that come with such a powerful stance. Nietzsche's ideas, while influential, have faced significant critiques from various philosophers and thinkers. One major criticism centers on his concept of the will to power. Some argue that this idea can be interpreted as promoting a ruthless form of individualism that disregards the well-being of others. Critics worry that emphasizing power and self-assertion might encourage egoism or even justify oppressive behaviors in individuals striving for dominance. Additionally, Nietzsche's distinction between master and slave morality has drawn scrutiny. Detractors contend that this binary oversimplifies complex human behavior and moral reasoning. They argue that not all individuals fit neatly into these categories, and many people are motivated by a mix of values from both moralities. Philosophers like Karl Jaspers and Theodor Adorno have also pointed out potential dangers in Nietzsche's thought. They caution that his ideas could be misused to support ideologies of superiority, as seen in some interpretations linked to fascism or elitism, distancing them from their original intentions of personal empowerment. Furthermore, Nietzsche's writings on nihilism raise concerns about the implications of a world without absolute values. Critics argue that this perspective can lead to moral relativism, where any action is justified based on individual preference, potentially eroding social cohesion and ethical standards. While Nietzsche's philosophy promotes individuality and personal responsibility, these critiques remind us to consider the broader implications of asserting one's beliefs and the need for balance between individual strength and communal values. In conclusion, Nietzsche's philosophy offers a compelling framework for understanding personal power and authenticity in our lives. Central to his thought is the idea that individuals must assert their own values and beliefs, rejecting societal norms that often constrain personal growth. By embracing the will to power, one taps into a deep well of motivation that drives achievement and self-assertion, leading to meaningful lives filled with purpose. Nietzsche's vision of the Übermensch serves as an inspiring ideal for individuals seeking to transcend limitations and live authentically. Historical figures like Gandhi, King, and Kahlo exemplify this principle by boldly challenging norms and instilling hope in others. Their legacies illustrate how asserting personal values can lead not only to individual success but also to substantial societal change. However, as we reflect on these ideas, it is essential to recognize the potential consequences of living by this rule. While asserting one's beliefs can lead to empowerment and influence, it may also result in conflict or isolation. Balancing individual strength with a sense of community remains crucial in fostering a supportive environment where diverse perspectives can thrive. Ultimately, Nietzsche encourages us to embrace our uniqueness and pursue our passions without fear of judgment. By doing so, we can inspire one another to challenge the status quo and achieve greatness, both personally and collectively. The path may be fraught with challenges, but the rewards of living authentically and assertively can transform not only our lives but also the world around us.